Sa kasalukuyan, medyo wait lang. Sa kasalukuyan, kamusta kayo Martians? Welcome back to the 365. Not bad, not bad. So, Tuesday, the second day of the week. Tomorrow is meron tayong grind. May shoot tayo, basically. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting. And, kasi anong week na ba tayo ng Feb? Technically, third week na tayo ng Feb. Lahat ng shoot ko naka-schedule for last week ng Feb. Kaya, ayun, isang matinding preparation dahil big project yung last week ng Feb natin. Kaya kung napapansin nyo sa mga previous days, medyo chill lang tayo kasi mukhang matindi-tinding oras ang kakainin natin sa pag-shoot ng mga darating. Well, basta may scheduled ako na shoot, di ko pa sasabihin sa inyo yun. Sabihin ko sa inyo yun siguro kapag day before. Ganun na lang, para safe, di ba? But anyways, Martians, kamusta kayo? I hope you all are doing great. Sana na nasimulan nyo na maayos yung Monday nyo. Ito na yung sign. Kung napanood mo tong video na to, ito na yung sign na dapat bilhin mo yung camera na gusto mong bilhin. So, for today's video, alam nyo, may naisip ako importanteng topic. May gusto akong topic na pag-usapan. Which is, paano ko ba siya gagawin ng matino? Gusto ko yung medyo maganda today, medyo may effort. Kasi alam mo naman, di ba, pa nag-e-effort ka minsan sa videos, parang minsan hindi masyado pinapanood. Pero ganun talaga ito yung warm-up. But basically, without any further ado, let's do it. Teka, Martians, bago pala tayo magsimula, bago natin sabihin sa inyo in detail kung ano tong gagawin natin, I would like to give a big shoutout from our previous video. Si Pop ZTV 9061. Idol Marco, ano po ba ang sequence para maging mahusay na videographer? Pasama rin naman ng napagdaanan mo. Siguro after na lang ng main topic ng video na to, sige, sasabihin ko sa inyo yung napagdaanan ko. Wow, kala mo naman talaga. Sige. Wait lang, ito muna tayo. So today, Martians, pag-uusapan natin yung pinaka-importanteng desisyon ng buhay nyo. How to choose your first camera. Or basically, meron tayong mga ilang bagay na dapat pag-usapan kasi meron mga factors na dapat yung i-consider at nilist down ko at sinulat ko tong mga factors na to para makapagbuo or makabuo ng desisyon nyo today. And actually, sa pagpapanood mo ng part na to ng video, ito na yung sign na dapat mong bilhin. Yung camera na matagal mo nang inaasam na bilhin, or yung camera na matagal mo nang tinitignan sa marketplace, or yung camera na matagal mo nang, alam mo, yung pinag-iisipan mo kung bibili yung ba o hindi ka sure kung gusto mo ba mag-take ng risk, hindi ka sure. Or yung camera na nakita mo sa idol mo na gusto mo rin i-try, gusto mo rin magkaroon, ito na yun, ito na yung sign. At ito na yung deciding factor sa video na to. And kung nakaabot ka man sa part ng video na to, basically, more wealth is coming your way. Yun lang naman. So the first thing that we have to consider when it comes to buying a camera is, so sinulat ko na sa notebook ko para hindi ka malito. So the first thing that I actually wrote down on my notebook, the first deciding factor, basically meron tayong 3 factors na ginawa sa video na to. The first factor is budget. Sobrang critical na i-consider mo yung budget mo bago ka magtanong sa isang pro kung okay ba yung camera na yan, okay ba yung camera na to. Napakarami kasi nagtatanong din sa akin sa TikTok ng kung okay ba yung camera na pinagpipilian nila. Well, basically kasi kung yan yung camera na nakita mo and yan yung dyan nagsosuffice o dyan nagfi-fit yung budget mo, okay na yan para sa'yo. More about this later on. But for now, the first thing we have to consider is yung budget. I basically made 4 tier ranges for this. First of all, kung nagpo-fall ka under 30k below, malamang sa malamang ikaw ay starting off, ikaw ay beginner, ikaw ay wala pa talagang budget at ikaw hindi pa talaga masyado kumikita sa larangan ng photography at videography. Pero okay lang yan. Kasi sa halagang 30k below, marami ka nang mabibiling units, models, na good enough para mag-suffice at mag-sustain sa'yo for starting off your career. Next level is yung 60k below. Ito yung mga taong employee na alam mo yun, na nagde-decide na kung bibili na ba sila ng camera nila or nakabili na sila ng camera, nakaipon na ng onte, may full-time job pa sila. Anything below 60K is also good. You have to consider in this range, medyo papasok ka na sa, alam mo yun, entry level na setup. Medyo entry level na rin yung mga magiging clients mo dito. At syempre, bago ka maglabas ng 60K, considerably meron ka na talagang experience sa larangan ng photography at videography. Third level is actually 150K below. Ito yung may mga experience na talaga. Yung masasabi mong nasa industry standard na, yung medyo hindi medyo, may experience na talaga. At medyo nasa budget range pa din, pero nasa industriya na nakapagtrabaho na, nakapag-ipon na. Yun yung isa sa mga ranges. And lastly, another range is yung 500K below. Considerably and honestly, ito yung mga hobbyist na napakalupit, na marami talagang pera, na talagang may high-end job, na not looking for, it's either may malaking client ka na naging client ka na, may retainer clients ka na to spend this much amount of money on a specific amount of gear, or meron kang high-end paying job and hobby mo yung photography, videography, and trip mo lang din siguro mag-YouTube. That's the honest truth. So basically, the first thing you have to consider when it comes to choosing a camera is all these tiers, which is yung budget. Ano bang budget mo? 30K, 60K, 150K, o 500K? Super duper critical nito kasi I think for me, itong mga price ranges na to, kasama na to yung body and basically 2 lenses or 1 lenses. Typically, itong 30K na to, second hand lang to na lens, under ng 150K tier. Yung 30K, isang murang slightly sinaunang body na to. Pero good enough na to survive and to start off. Yung 60K din naman, okay na rin. Medyo nandun ka na sa may social media end. Yung 150K, medyo production level ka na. At yung 500K, YouTuber ka nga. At trip mo lang talagang mag-content or hobbyist ka. Or veterano ka na talagang nag-iisip ka na talagang bakit ka pa nanonood ng video na to kung may 500K ka, alam mo na yung gusto mong bilhin. Basically, lahat is nasa disposal mo na, mamimili ka na lang. Wala ka ng technical thing na pag-iisipan pa. Kung magiging technical ka man, dapat nandun ka na sa 150K to 500K na range. Kasi ang problema ng iba, yung mga nasa 30K below, 60K below, medyo nagiging technical agad. Ang hindi nila nag-gets, any camera that is in that price range is basically good enough as long as may specific knowledge ka when it comes to editing, lighting, at syempre, filmmaking, photography. Any camera is actually good. But kung gusto mo maging super technical, may onting pet peeves ka na, may experience ka na talaga, nandun ka na sa 150K above 500K below, nandun ka na sa range na yun, kailangan mo na maging technical kasi the big question is, what are you going to use it for? Which is our next range or our next part, yung niche. Pag-usapan natin ang niche. Super duper critical ng niche. Alam nyo kung bakit? Sa pagpili ng camera body, anything goes. Pero sa pagpili ng lens, isa yan sa mga critical parts. Dahil yun nga, the second thing you have to consider is niche. Ano nga ba ang gusto mo? Top questions na receive ko or top niches na nare-receive ko sa mga pagtatanong ng mga followers natin sa TikTok is events, sports photography, and lastly, product. Pero under those, hindi meron pa pala landscape. So, i-consider mo ba, saan mo ba gagamitin yung camera? Landscape photography, sports photography, events, product, fashion, real estate, content creation. So, once na ma-consider mo at ma-round off mo yung gusto mong gawin, basically, you're near deciding what camera you actually want to buy. Meron kasi pag sinabi nating sports yung gusto mong niche, kailangan yung camera na kukunin mo is kayang pumitik ng medyo mataas na shutter speed. Yung medyo kaya niyang pumitik na medyo mas mataas na frame rate kasi sports, it's basically more on movement. Kapag gusto mo naman events, safe ka na with anything. Para sa akin, save ka with anything as long as meron ka namang flash or meron kang lighting equipment, meron kang pinaka-basic na lens which is yung kit lens or telephoto lens. Kung ang gagawin mo, sabihin na natin ganito, mag-events ka. Kung ang gagawin mo is mag-events ka, syempre, dun ka sa basic na body with at least 18 megapixels or 24 megapixels. Tapos yung lens na kukunin mo is all around. Like 17 to 50, 17 to 70, 16 to 80. Basically, may mga range na 17 papuntang 80 or 135, yun yung mga safe kung mag-events ka at mag-esports ka. Pero pag magre-real estate ka, ibang usapan na yun. Kapag magpa-product ka, ibang usapan na rin yun. Pag product naman, most probably, you wanna go for a macro lens or still a telephoto lens or a prime lens na nasa 50mm, 85mm, or syempre, alam ko sa Canon 100mm macro, sa Sony naman 90mm macro. Meron din namang 50mm macro sa Sony at 60mm na manual focus meron yan. Which is, we're talking about product. Pero kapag real estate, ibang usapan na naman po yan. Kailangan mo ng ultra-wide naman na lens because you're basically showcasing a place. You're showcasing interiors, exteriors ng mga places. Kung ako tatanungin nyo, sa niche, I broadened down my niche to real estate, corporate, tsaka content creation, and product. Basically, I have 4 niches that I usually do. But right now, nasa real estate at tsaka corporate ako. So basically, niche. That's the second thing you have to consider. First, consider your budget. Second is yung niche. Ano ba ang gusto mong gawin? So we've talked about events, sports, product. Ano pang merong niche na meron? Syempre, corporate. Sa corporate, medyo nalalabi at kakaiba ang setup na kailangan mo. Dahil kailangan mo na rito ng lighting setup, kailangan mo na at least 2 to 3 lenses. You can go with 1, but of course, kailangan mo talaga sa buhay mo, kailangan mo talaga at least 2 lente. And yung 2 lente na pipiliin mo is dapat flexible. It's either meron kang isang standard telephoto lens with a prime lens na combo or super telephoto lens pero may prime lens na medyo wide. It's really balancing it out when it comes to niche. Another thing lastly, when it comes sa niche mo, magko-content creation ka lang ba? Is there a part of you that you want to dive into content creation? Kasi right now, ito pro tip to insider tip. As a freelance photographer or videographer like you, the best way to market yourself is to actually engage in content creation. When you engage in content creation, you most likely want to showcase your works, to showcase how you work. Thus, you are basically marketing yourself to the public that you're open for photography and videography services. Mostly itong platform na to, doon ko siya ginagamit. And mostly, it's either I market myself or I really love making content, which is for you guys, which is really still my passion and my first love, content creation and vlogging. That's why kung nanonood kayo sa part na to ng 365 vlog natin, episode 49 or 48, I love you guys. Thank you for really just watching. But anyways, nag-stay away na naman tayo sa topic natin, which is yung last part. So, let's recap. First thing, budget. Second thing, niche. And lastly, the third thing. Ano nga ba yung pangatlong bagay? Oh yeah, this one is gonna be serious. Itong pangatlong bagay, medyo critical to. Okay, so Martians, basically the last thing that we're supposed to be talking about when it comes to buying and choosing your first camera is... Focus ba? Brand. A lot of people are basically arguing about the brand. Let me tell you guys a point na na-realize ko nung nag-start na ako mag-grow bilang isang person when it comes to using different equipment. Let's talk about the brand. Okay, so Martians, when it comes to choosing the brand that you actually want sa isang camera, basically, there's 4 brands. Bago muna natin sabihin na meron akong personal na opinion sa mga gantong bagay. So kung meron man kayong technical opinion, nire-respeto ko yan. Pero ito yung opinion ko dahil ito yung nakabase sa experience ko, sa mga narinig ko, at sa taste ko. So basically, there's 3 brands I recommend when you're choosing your first camera. So when you're choosing your first... So basically, the 3 cameras or the 3 brands I recommend is first of all, Sony. Second,
Okay.
Canon. Lastly, Fuji. Bakit hindi ko nire-recommend ang Nikon? Hindi ko alam. It's just not for me. I've tried it once, never did it again. And hindi sa akin yung tinry ko, basta hindi ko siya trip. My first love was Canon. Then I moved on because it broke my heart. Based on the people that I've experienced working with, I moved on to Sony. I tried Fuji when I became a full-fledged professional, but it was a company camera, and then nag-move forward ako with Sony. And right now, what I'm currently using is Sony. So, marirecommend ko talaga na ang pinaka-okay for now, if you are on the 60K below, Canon at Sony. The best. Best of both worlds. Hybrid shooters, Canon. Slight sa Sony. Pero if you are under yung katulad ng pinag-usapan natin kanina, 150K range, anything you want, bro. Basically, anything you want. And especially if you're a hobbyist. Pero mostly kasi sa mga hobbies, di na ako magre-recommend dahil malamang sa malamang full frame yan, Sony yan, or Canon yan. Or syempre highest end ng kung anumang brand na nabanggit ko. Yun lang naman ang pinipili nila. Yun yung dapat mong i-consider. Tsaka,
Teka lang. Paano naman yung Nikon? 'Di ba? Syempre, gusto natin yung Nikon as a brand. Maganda naman, may narinig ako mga magagandang units, pero basically guys, 3. There's 3. So basically guys, there's 3 camera brands I've experienced for me to recommend it to you. Ito ira-round off na naman natin yung mga sagot ng mga tao sa atin. Una sa lahat, if we are going to be talking about our budget range again, Canon at Sony, lahat ng 150K under goods, 60K under goods, 30K, medyo specific na, Canon pa din. If under 30K, kasi yun yung pinaka-basic, pinaka-mura, pinaka-safe, pinaka-starting off na deciding factor for you. Hindi mo na kailangan malito kasi para sa akin, ang best na mare-recommend ko is lahat ng T-series ng Canon, 60D, 70D, 80D, 90D, nasa medyo mataas na price range na yun. Lenses na dapat mong piliin, wide lens 10 to 18, 50mm, or Tamron 17 to 50, or kit lens, goods na rin. Sony naman, when it comes to Sony, anong magandang camera body na mura, na budget friendly, lahat ng Sony A6000 series, A7 III, syempre, A7S II, kailangan medyo may alam ka na sa color grading at saka lighting nun para medyo magandang output. Pero syempre, lenses na recommend ko for the Sony A6000 series, lahat ng sasabihin ko, it covers the niche, okay? Tamron 17 to 70. Syempre, 50mm f1.8 na OSS. Sony 10 to 18mm f4.5. Syempre, Sigma 16mm f1.4. 30mm 1.4, 56mm 1.4 ng Sigma. Also, kung medyo may budget ka na, Sigma 10 to 18mm ng 2.8 ng Sony. Marami ng murang wide lenses ngayon. Merong 11 1.8, merong Viltrox 13 1.4. Lenses na dapat yung pagpilian, Viltrox na mura, Mikey. Meron naman Sigma, pinaka-safe dyan Sigma, tsaka Tamron, syempre. I'm laying it all out for you guys para hindi na kayo malito. Lahat ng sasabihin ko, you can take note of dahil ito yung mga safest. Pero full disclaimer lang, Martians ha. Wala na akong alam sa mga Canon RF series, sa mga R40, R50 kasi totally Sony na ako kasi talaga. Wala ako ibang i-recommend ngayon sa panahon na to kung wala tayong pag-uusapan na budget, niche, at saka brand. Straight to the point, A67, A64, A7 III, syempre A7S III or A7 IV, A7C2, A7C. Yan yung mga nire-recommend ko. Especially sa lenses, wala ko ibang re-recommend kundi sa vlogging setup natin. Lawa 10mm f2.8, 16mm f1.8 ng Viltrox, Sony 16 to 25 f2.8, 16 to 35 G Master, 24 to 70 G Master, 28 to 75 Tamron, G1, G2, G3. Ano pa ba? Ano pa pwede natin pag-usapan para matapos na? Kasi paulit-ulit na lang yung mga tanong eh. Napapagod na ako eh. Tao din naman ako, may nararamdaman. Pero yun nga, gusto mo kung content creation at ang budget mo is under 60k, bumili ka Osmo Pocket 3 Content Creator Combo. Or Creator Combo lang pala. Sobrang solid nun. Or Insta Ace pa yun, 360. Yung mga Insta 360 series, sobrang goods pang vlog. Pag content creation naman ang pag-uusapan natin, sobrang critical niyan. Kasi ang hindi nare-realize ng karamihan, is cellphone mo lang goods na. Alam nyo ba, isang sikat na content creator, ang nagpakita sa akin na iPhone lang, sapat na. Pero napabili ko siya ng camera kasi magaling ako mambudol at magaling ako magaling ako mag-convince, magaling ako mag-influence kung anong dapat para sa'yo. Kasi magaling akong tumingin sa sitwasyon ng isang tao, alam mo yun, base sa kung anong ginagawa nila. And happy naman ako na yung mga taong nire-recommendan ko ng mga kailangan nila is sinusunod nila. Kasi yun naman yung bagay sa kanila. Tulad nung kay, first example, ang isa nating magiting at minamahal na si Ato. Naka A7 III, tapos naka Tamron 11 to 20. Pinalitan ko yung setup niya, ginawa nating A7C, Lawa 10mm f2.8, bumili pa siya Rode NTG, sobrang perfect ng vlogging setup na yun para sa akin. Siyempre sa mga hobbies, hindi na ako mangingialam dyan kasi kahit ano namang piliin nyo, sobrang ganda na yan dahil siyempre una sa lahat, mahal ang bibilin nyo. So basically, you get the best of all the worlds, not both worlds, all of it basically. You get the whole freaking solar system if you ask me. So, yung mga tropa ko na hobbies, sobrang yaman. Kahit anong gusto nilang lens i-try, makukuha nila. Kahit anong gusto nilang mic, makukuha nila. So basically, ang ginagawa nila is mix and match for their workflow. Pero ito lang masasabi ko sa mga tropa kong hobbies ha. Bago kayo bumili ng gamit ha, mag-daily vlog kayo para malaman nyo. Pero kasi magagaling na kayo, so basically, yeah. Para sa akin magaling kayo, pero, you know, still, take my advice if you will. I-daily vlog nyo yan, iharabas nyo yung gamit. Tulad nito, hindi ko alam kung lobat pa ba o napitik pa ba yung audio. Ito yung Comica VM40, yung ginamit natin sa buong video. Kung nakarating ka sa part ng video na to, more wealth, more health, more blessings, more lenses, and cameras is basically coming your way. So Martians, eto na, nailatag na natin. O nga pala, kung napanood mo tong video na to sa TikTok, ito na yung sign na dapat mong panoorin yung guide ko on how to choose your first camera, how to choose, how to buy, how to pick your first camera. Uploaded na sa YouTube channel ko, The Marco Mars, para matapos na ang matinding debate at matinding tanungan at matinding reply with video. Dahil gusto ko na kayo matulungan ng isang bagsakang tulong. Sana ito na yon. Sana nasagot ko lahat ng tanong nyo. Kapagod, kapoy, mag-content, kapoy. Sana gumana yung effort na naisip ko sa video na to. At sana panoorin. Kita nyo naman ang gulo ng studio ko. It's my place of working out, place of shooting stuff. Isa sa mga masaya ako na hindi ko pa na-acknowledge na i-share sa inyo is finalo na ho ako ng Camera Commons sa TikTok at sinendan ako ng collaboration form ng JG Superstore. Shoutout sa inyo kung mapanood nyo man tong part ng video na to. I'm sending you guys love. And of course, I hope you guys get more sales with all the recommendations I get. And lastly pala guys, sige, i-include na natin para sa ikasasaya ng lahat. Saan ba maganda bumili ng camera equipment? None other than JG Superstore, Camera Commons, Henry's Camera, Camera House. Yan, yung apat na yan. Meron kasi tayong dalawang klase. Pwede kang bumili sa Facebook Marketplace kay Joven Cruz or kung sino man na legit. Pero kasi ang kilala ko lang sa Marketplace, Joven Cruz, si Mark Watson, at saka syempre yung mga authorized reseller ng mga specific brands na gusto nyo. May mga Facebook page yung mga yan, mga legit yan. Kung gusto mong bumili ng hindi mall price, doon ka sa kanila, which I mostly recommend na huwag kayo bumili sa mall. I'm not saying that it's bad, but kasi syempre gusto nyo makatipid, doon kayo sa mall. If you're willing to risk the warranty, sapaking kita naniwala ka agad Pero kasi ako, binili ko most of my expensive equipment. Like, itong lente na to, Sigma 28-105 sa mall because I want the warranty on it. Like that one, this camera right here, the most expensive piece of equipment that I have, Sony A7S III. Yeah, I bought it sa mall kasi kailangan ko rin yung warranty. Pero isa sa mga dapat nyong makonsider pa rin kasi, dito pa rin mag-fall yan sa budget. Kung nandun ka na sa 150k below, sa mall ka bumili. At saka sa Sa mall talaga pinaka-safe kasi kailangan mo ng warranty. Pero kung 30K, huwag ka na mag-expect ng warranty. Lahat talaga yan sa Facebook Marketplace. 60K, Marketplace pa rin. Kasi second hand, under second hand na yan eh. Pero pag mall price kasi yan, nasa 80K na yan pataas. So, basically, 150K below. Bibili ka pa ng body, bibili ka ng lens. Kailangan nyo isipin, bukod sa bibili ka ng body and lens, bibili ka pa ng ilaw, bibili ka ng flash, bibili ka ng light stands, bibili ka ng C-stand, bibili ka ng tripod, bibili ka ng monopod pang-vlogging, bibili ka ng microphones. Super dami nyo kailangan i-consider. And bukod sa, dapat alam nyo lahat ng bagay na to. Dapat alam mo ang basic skills. Dapat alam mo ang editing techniques, color grading techniques, lighting techniques. Ang daming kailangan i-consider. At syempre, yung hardware na gagamitin mo panggawa ng lahat ng yun, which is yung laptop mo. 'Di ba? Tapos sasabihin nyo, ang mahal-mahal ko maningil. Gago ka ba? Ay, sorry. Nadala ka na emosyon kasi yan eh. We're talking about how to choose your first camera and it's all over. Next part na tayo ng araw natin. Tapos na tong segment na to. Let's go. Ligpitan time.
Yo, so guys, this is a test. Transmitter plus 16. Konica is on max 10 gain. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is an interview test. Testing to. Dahil sa upcoming project natin, kailangan natin mag-shoot ng interview. I think kailangan ko mas malapit. Uy. Audio test 1, 2, 3. Sana masama ko pa sa part ng vlog. Max gain. Tayo natin babaan. Yung gawin natin gain ay audio gain at 6. Pumapalo naman yung audio natin. Pero okay tong angle na to. This is how I landed my first ever big project. Testing lang to. Testing lang. Di pa yun yung kwento. Okay. So what if kukuha ako ng clean plate nitong interview na to. Tapos itatapal ko, ito yung comfiest position. Tatapalan ko yung microphone na nakikita nyo para okay na okay siya. Tuto ko pa ng onte boses ko. Yan, para talaga ma-record yung audio ng maayos at ng matino. Ganito yung technique. Tapalan natin ng plain video itong segment na to. Itong segment na yan. Itong part na tatapalan natin ng clean plate, tawag nila. So by the way guys, thank you for watching this video on how to choose and buy your first camera. I really had fun making this dahil ang dami kong pwedeng i-share na opinion sa inyo. Sana okay lang kayo at sana nakaabot kayo sa part ng video na to. Pero yun nga, I would like to remind you guys 3 things. Budget, una sa lahat. Niche, and then brand. The BNB. If you know the budget, you know the niche, you basically can choose any brand. That's how it is. But basically, the most important lesson that you can take away from this video is that any camera na una mong nakita na sa tingin mong fits perfect for you is actually great. Well, the big advice that you gotta take away from me is huwag kayo masyadong maging technical kung wala pa kayo sa I think 150k na budget below. General lang to, 150k below, meaning 180. Kung nandun ka na sa mga budget ranges na yun, huwag ka masyadong maging technical kasi anything on 4k with good lighting, with good audio is actually good. Pwede ka maging technical sa overheating part, battery life part, pero the rest, basically, they're all the same. And kung iisipin mo, lahat ng isushoot mo is basically going on social media, so it really doesn't matter. As long as marunong ka mag-color grade, mag-ilaw, at mag-edit, and really just to make it a little more interesting, you're safe. But under 30k, huwag ka na rin maging technical kasi you're starting out. So, kahit anong mahawakan mo ngayon, kung mahal man ang hawakan mong camera at nagsisimula ka pa lang, 50 megapixel na lang ang pinagkaiba. Yun lang. But when it comes to professionality, ang professional, pag pinahawak mo yan ng pinakamurang camera, maganda ang kalalabasan yan. Kung baguhan ka, huwag kang mag-alala kasi mag-scale up ka naman eh. Ito yung sign mo na pinanakarating ka sa part ng video na to. Kaya mo to pinanood kasi kinailangan mo ng tamang sagot. Ito yung tamang sagot. Magsikap ka lang. Pumili ka na ng kahit anong gusto mo kung ano na-feel mo na brand. Yun na yun. Yun na yung para sa'yo. Kasi no wonder, dahil nanood ka ng video na to, willing ka mag-grow and mag-grow ka talaga. Ito yung sign na mag-grow ka as a photographer, videographer, mag-scale up ka, yayaman ka, and you're gonna be someone big someday. Yun ang masasabi ko sa'yo. Dahil nagtyaga kang panoorin tong video na to para malaman ang mga tamang sagot at totoong sagot sa buhay, ito na yun. You're gonna scale up and you're gonna do good. You're gonna do fine. Don't worry too much about the brand. Don't worry too much about the price, about how it works, as long as you know how to work it out. Alam mo kung paano i-edit, dalhin sa Lightroom, i-color grade, i-upload. May makakakita at makakita ng gawa mo. And like I always said, do it for free sa simula. Pag feeling mo medyo ready ka na, magpresyo ka na ng simula. Pwede ka mag-start from 3.5 to 6.5 to 7K. Scale up a little bit further from 8K to 10K. Magkaroon ka na ng assistants, other people, alam mo yun. Scale it up to 15, 20, 30 hanggang sa hindi mo na namamalayan, you're gonna receive your first big paycheck. 6 digits. Basically, sinagot ko yung tanong nung subscriber natin kanina kung paano ka nag-start. Paano nga ba yung sinimulan ko? Okay, so I think this is basically fair to share with you guys. Okay, so how I started out. Baguhin lang natin yung wala na akong kailangan baguhin dito. I think okay na ako sa talking head na to. So how I started out as a professional photographer and videographer. Okay. Thumbnail pa eh. Okay, so this was basically my first camera. Ito yung tinakpan ko pa, di ba? Tinakpan ko dahil kay Casey Neistat. Wait, di ko na pala kailangan takpan. Di ko na kailangan tanggalin. Canon 1100D na may kit lens. Baka napahaba na natin yung vlog, guys. Itignan muna natin, tsaka kuha muna tayo ng clean plate. Basically, nakuha na natin yung clean plate kung natanggal tong part na to. Okay, so Martians, unfortunately, dito ko muna puputulin yung video natin. Yung vlog natin. Kasi mukhang, alam mo yun, mahaba-haba na at nakaabot kayo sa part na to. Pero alam nyo gagawin ko today, may gagawin pa ako isa pa ulit na content and hopefully dalawa. So basically 3 content yung gagawin ko today dahil medyo hype ako ngayon. Medyo super duper iba yung bumuhay na do sa akin today paggising ko ngayon Tuesday. Ewan ko, parang may something. Ewan ko, pinakikinggan ko lang yung universe. Pero kasi tomorrow may shoot din tayo. So tomorrow syempre may vlog pa rin. Pero ewan ko kung ilan yung magiging upload, depende. Kung lumabas man may 2 extra video, meaning hindi pa rin dahilan eh. Feeling ko possible. Tingnan natin. But yung next upload is probably the 50th vlog. So I wanted to make it special. Something na kakaiba lang na hindi ko ginagawa. Iha-hype ko lang sa inyo sa last part na to. Hindi ako yon, hindi ko personality to. Different approach. Hindi siya niche, hindi rin siya genre. Something lang talaga na different. I just want to make the 365 50th vlog special, or maybe every 50th or every 100. Let's see. At itong vlog na to ipapa-edit pa natin kasi may isa pa tayong i-edit pa. May isa pa akong idea. Sasagutin natin yung comment ng subscriber natin. It's either yesterday's vlog or yung sinabi ko sa vlog. So Let's see. Super duper simple lang. Sa pagkatapos, that is it for this vlog. Make sure to like and subscribe para may good vibes, sending you nothing but blessing and abundance. Kung nakarating ka sa part ng video na to, this is your sign na masasagot na lahat ng pangarap mo and more wealth is coming your way. And of course, you're going to be a really awesome, great, super talented, well-known photographer, videographer as long as you put in the work. Unting dasal, ito yung sign kung nakarating ka sa part ng video na to. Peace out.